Hi guys, Paul and Tom's here.
Hello.
And what are we doing today?
Today, we're talking about a quad. A quad that went on an adventure.
It did. Where did it go to?
Went to Sebring.
And what was it doing in Sebring?
It was racing, and...
It's actually...
yeah.
This is a worthwhile point. This is the second time we've travelled to US mainland for racing, specifically for racing. Why are all the races on the other side?
I have no
like
idea.
it's in the East Coast. That makes it so hard. Because we've got to travel all the way to LA and then catch another flight. And possibly another flight and so on and so. But it's really tiring, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot of work. But it's fun.
So you should have it on the West Coast.
Yeah.
That's where I reckon the races should be. Just saying. But anyway, so which was the quad we took with us?
This chap here.
Okay, so check him out here. So this is the quad.
Focusing, is it?
There you go. It's got it. I think it's got it. Yes, there you go. So this is the quad itself. And it's a Helix. So, can you tell us about what the gear is on this quad and just run us through everything about it?
Okay, so the frame is the kind of custom Helix. Squished.
So it's running Squish plates as opposed to as in a Squish midsection.
So that, yep.
Some other minor modifications to it, but all in all, it works really well.
Yeah. We've got for the motors, F40 Pro II 2400 kV for that race. I've got 26 and 24 for that track, and the amount of packs we had to practice, I was like 2400, it's going to be safer for me. Just really going for the control and trying to get as much advantage as I could in the corners. Since the track was technical, I probably could have gone down to V1S props, but I ended up running the 5x45 V3s. I've ran these for like pretty much every big race.
Yeah, you didn't trim these with nail clippers either, did you?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Okay.
But they go really, really well for racing. They're really efficient, and they're just really balanced prop in general. They can do your top end, your bottom end. So, been running these for like a little while now, and these are just, for me, they're solid. ESCs, they're in here. They're the F35 amp, 2 to 6S.
F35As, the 32-bit ones, the 6S version.
And they're running really well. I run them on D-Shot 600 only. But yeah, they're BL Helix, so they could go up to like, I think it's 1200 they're up to now, or something like that.
You were just trying them on 6S today, weren't you?
Yeah, and they go solid. This guy here. So, they run solid on 6S, no dramas at all, no capacitors on the Helix for that. Just plug in a battery, drop my PIDs down, and good to go.
Okay, so that's your motors and your ESCs covered. You've also covered the props. What about flight controller and VTX?
Okay, so the FC and VTX actually come with the Helix. When you're getting one of these, you can select if you want the built-in ones, which for me I love. It's designed for this quad. The board, don't know if you can see it, but there's a gasket between the FC and the mid plate, so it's fully isolated and 8S capable. So you have no issues with power spikes, MP 6000 gyros, so it's just, as far as solid flight controls go, it's just
been pretty robust, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just bulletproof. And the VTX 2, it's an Impulse VTX, also comes with the Helix and makes up the top part of the stack. And once again, a really solid VTX. They're reliable, they plug in and like plug with each other. Yeah, that just works. It's
very clean clean video, no need for capacitors and things like that along those lines. Now what about, you just spoke about the VTX, what about the antenna you're using and also your control link? You want to touch base on that?
Yes, so running the Triumph antennas and running the Crossfire Micro. We're racing these just before the Nano came out. Yes. And the Nano fits in even better than the Micro and the Helix.
At the time you only had the one Nano, which was the prototype, so hence we didn't bother even bringing that, did we?
Yeah. So, Crossfire Micro, just the normal antenna, not the Immortal. I prefer the normal antenna, especially with the tube mounting.
It's a little bit lighter. So that's
it's
the
lighter,
other thing too.
And it seems to get better range.
Yeah. Well,
from what we can tell. But that could be the way it's mounted on the quads.
So yeah, so we're not sure whether the antenna is actually better or not, but at the moment, not. This is just actual real world testing it. It appears as though we're doing better with that antenna at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, like we've definitely had less issues. I've
just started running an Immortal now the last few weeks, and I quite like it.
Yeah,
it's robust. So
that's one great thing about them. They don't break.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
And what about the camera?
Okay, so the camera is the Foxeer Arrow Mini V2. It's just a really rock solid camera. Oh, with 2.1mm lens. And yeah, just for me, I like it, it works. We used to use the Arrow V3, but I think they just stopped making those.
Yeah.
So yeah, but these have a little bracket that comes with them, so you can still run them on like a normal...
The wide dynamic range on these cameras is really good. That's why we like it. So yeah, so it's been our go-to camera at the moment, hasn't it? Our new go-to camera at the moment.
Okay. So what we're also running is the, if I can zoom in here, the ImpulseRC battery strap. Yeah, they're like super light, and also because they've got a little bit of red on them, they make you go faster and fly with your impulses, which means you're more connected to the quad. Totally 100% makes a difference. Oh, this is actually an important one. So the batteries are the FMR 1550 4S packs, and these have been really good. They've got like the balance plug connector in here. So like you have a extendable balance plug thing that you plug in.
We didn't like them. I didn't actually like them initially because it was real pain in the butt. Just the way they go in there, the way they go into our balance charger.
Yeah, it's an extra step for charging.
Yeah, so I didn't originally like them, but I've changed my mind about those.
Well, yeah, I mean, with these batteries, you just don't cut your balance plugs.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean the only downside is we're actually at the field at the moment, but we forgot to bring out balance plugs, so we can't charge these guys. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah, but that's also good though, because it means that these do not get
they get less cycles.
Yeah.
So there's an advantage in not charging your batteries. Less charging, less cycles.
But then less practice.
And less practice.
It's a balance.
So there you go.
But yeah, so these are they're great. These can be high voltage charged. We didn't. I never have high voltage charge, but I know people have, and these are meant to be really good. I think they've also got a bit of protection on them. I've heard. I haven't actually like opened one up and had a look, but there is meant to be some kind of cell protection from front and rear impacts.
Fiberglass or something along those lines. I'm not sure what's in there. G10 or something like that.
Something that you can feel it.
We pretty much covered everything?
Yeah.
So there you go. That's all to do with the Helixes that Thomas was running. I believe a similar variation to this will probably be available in the near future, won't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll leave the video at that, and we'll probably catch you guys the next one. I will cut to some footage of Sebring and the racing, so you can watch that, or if you like, there'll be a link down below with the original Sebring video. So there you go.
That's the Helix. That's what I ran.
That certainly is. So comments and questions down below. Let us know if this format works, and we'll leave the video with that. Catch you guys later.
See ya. Hi.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to make my height the same as you.
Okay.
Look at that. People wouldn't even know that I'm shorter.
Ready? You gonna start?
Oh yeah, I'll go this out of the way. They can't see it. That's good. Okay.
Hi guys, Paul and Tom's here.
Hello.
And what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about a quad. And Facebook. We're also talking about Facebook.
And this is Rhett. He sent us a Google Doc. Something about checking Paul. I've been trying to develop a guide, blah blah blah. Something to do with teams and stuff. Exciting.
Ooh.
Thanks, Rhett. I'll put it in silent.
Let's put it in the video.
I'll put it at the end.
Leave it in the video. That's great.
Okay, here we go.
Let's take a little trip now to the land down under. He's a guy that we saw win twice at the International Open. We talk about a guy who cleaned up in spec racing with a quad that they built that day. We talk about a guy who went from the consolation bracket to win the World Cup. And here inside of Sebring, Florida, his second trip in 6 months to North America, he comes out of the losers bracket into our final 8 once again to show you a little deja vu all over again. He's one of the fastest young guns in our industry, all the way from Melbourne, Australia. Make some noise for Thomas Benmata, BMS Thomas. Pilots arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Love that sound. It's prop wash all around and everyone through, guys. This is it. We're going for $19,000. We've already awarded 1,000 of it to the guys in 9th and 10th, but who's getting the 10,000? Who's getting the 4,000? Who's getting all that money that we're going to PayPal to them, man? We're going to rip it up. Who's going to get the fastest lap on the track? It could happen right here. Remember, Matt Air had the TQ time in the final race when he won this. Heads Up FPV and BMS Thomas, your young guns, 1 and 2. On to lap number 2 with 25s. Then MeWow FPV and JT FPV, 3rd and 4th. Then Nurk in the number 5 spot. Still looks like a couple more still to go here. There's Jared flying smooth, keeping it safe here on that opening lap. He's about in the number 6 spot. We got Dane. He's down, but he is getting money. How much? I can't remember, but he is all right. Looking to... Oh no, big news. We're trying to catch up right here. Look into it right here. Remember our rabbit's foot just got broke right there. And so, Heads Up FPV, he is out. Now this is a story of BMS Thomas. Guys, we're about ready to wave a checkered flag up the top of our soaring skies. Start finish line with Air Ops Incorporated. Get ready to it. BMS Thomas wins once again. Look out, America. Australia's planted the flag for the 3rd time in America. BMS Thomas is your 2018 Sebring Drone Race champion. Wow. Sticking it in our soaring sky. Start finish line is Jared with a statement in the number 5 spot right there. Wow, there he is on our live stream right there. He is shaking it. Holy guy right there. Our top 3, top 4, top 5 is official. I'm going to do a DVR review for those below our top 5.